It's never an easy time when an actor or actress you love passes away. Fans often feel like their favorite Hollywood stars are almost a part of their family and are affected by their deaths in an intense way. And even if you don't find a deep sorrow, you still can feel a sense of remembrance and gratitude that you were able to enjoy their work. In this video, we're taking a look at some of the folks who died last month. Stay tuned. Melinda Dillon. Melinda Dillon will perhaps be best remembered as an integral part in the classic Christmas movie, A Christmas Story. She played the mother in that famous film, which tells the story of a young boy who wants a toy rifle as his Christmas gift. And of course, there's the epic scene where he gets his tongue stuck on an iced-over pole. Because of the role, Dillon not only became etched in the mind of so many people as a classic mom, but she also became a part of their annual Christmas time watching traditions. But Melinda was not only known for holiday fare. She was an intensely skilled actress who was nominated for 2 Academy Awards. One was for the movie Absence of Malice, in which she acted opposite Paul Newman. The other was for her stellar performance in the early Steven Spielberg offering Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Dillon's career consisted of a wide variety of films, plays, and TV shows. Some of her films included roles in Harry and the Hendersons and the classic hockey movie Slapshot. She also appeared in TV shows like Law & Order and Judging Amy. And before she even found any success on either type of screen, she was a well-known Broadway actress. She was even up for a Tony Award in the 1960s as part of the original run of the classic play Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. She died January 9th, 2023, at age 83. The cause of her death wasn't reported, but she was cremated in Long Beach, California. Many Hollywood stars publicly expressed their condolences and memories of Melinda, such as Barbra Streisand, who tweeted, quote, "Melinda Dillon was such a great actress with a wonderful delicacy about her. She was a delight to direct in Prince of Tides. May she rest in peace." Charles Kimbrough. Charles Kimbrough had a long and illustrious career, and is best known for having been in all 247 episodes of the classic sitcom Murphy Brown. He played Jim Dial, a no-nonsense anchorman whose straight-laced demeanor paired beautifully with the comic stylings of Candice Bergman and others. He was honored with an Emmy nod for Outstanding Supporting Actor in 1990 for the role. This type of role was innately suited for Kimbrough, who thoroughly admitted he had certain qualities that seemed ideal for playing more buttoned-up and proper characters, or as he once labeled them, jackasses. He credited to being self-conscious as an actor, which can sometimes appear to others as being pompous. He once joked that he somehow managed to give off a vibe that made audiences perpetually picture him in a 3-piece suit playing a stuck-up character. He even noted that whenever he was cast to play a stiff guy part, directors would light up when he walked in, because they too were aware of this general image. But according to Kimbrough, that did tend to irritate him, because he wished he was seen as an actor who could play a variety of roles. In addition to his impressive stint on Murphy Brown, as well as other film and TV roles, Kimbrough had an impressive career on stage. He was nominated for a Tony in 1971 for Best Featured Actor in a Musical for the Broadway show Company. He played Harry in the Sondheim production. He continued his work with Sondheim, acting in Sunday with George in 1984. Kimbrough died at age 86 on January 11th, 2023 in Culver City, California. He died from natural causes. Cindy Williams. You can't talk about the biggest sitcom stars of the late 70s and early 80s without mentioning Cindy Williams. She was one half of the classic duo, along with Penny Marshall, who brought the characters of Laverne and Shirley to life on their self-titled sitcom. She played the hilarious character for 8 seasons, from 1976 to 83. She ultimately decided not to continue on for the 9th season as she was pregnant. The producers and even Penny Marshall begged her to continue, saying they'd commit to completely rewriting scripts to accommodate her pregnancy. But Williams had already moved on and decided 8 seasons was more than enough. It actually caused some tension between her and Marshall, though the two patched things up later on. So when Penny died in 2018, they had long since been on good terms. Cindy had a lengthy career, marked by roles in a variety of TV shows and films. She had already been in a number of productions when she was cast as Shirley Feeney, but it was still the role that made her a household name. She originated the part, along with Marshall, in an episode of Happy Days, Days. Reportedly, Happy Days creator Gary Marshall had been getting flack from his mom for not yet casting his sister Penny in the show. So he decided he'd finally listen to his mother and write a character for her. He ended up recycling a script from a completely different sitcom that had failed years earlier, and the episode called for a duo of women. He knew one would be played by Penny and wasn't sure about the other. He asked his sister if she had anyone she'd recommend, and Penny told him about Cindy. They'd been writing together on a Francis Ford Coppola parody project. The rest, of course, is history. Laverne and Shirley shined in that episode of Happy Days and went on to be the title characters in one of the top shows of the era. Williams was nominated for a Best Actress Golden Globe for the role. She also starred in several classic films like American Graffiti, for which she was nominated for a BAFTA Award for Best Supporting Actress. And she was praised for her work in The Conversation and Travels with My Aunt. She died January 25th, 2023, after a brief illness. She was 75 years old. Lisa Loring. Lisa Loring's claim to fame will always be in her classic portrayal of Wednesday Addams in the original screen adaptation of The Addams Family. She played the precocious, goth, and merciless youngster from 1964 to 66, helping cement the character and the show permanently in American pop culture. She's been on the minds of longtime fans and new ones alike recently because of the success of the new Netflix show Wednesday. It chronicles the life of Wednesday Addams at a boarding school and has become a cultural phenomenon of its own. In particular, a dance by Jenna Ortega, playing the titular role, has gone viral on TikTok and Instagram. The concept was based on a dance that Lisa Loring did in the original show, which was a popular dance in the 60s. Ortega even thanked and acknowledged Loring's contribution after her own dance started to trend online. Loring was born in 1958 in the Marshall Islands, but eventually lived in Hawaii and then Los Angeles. She started off in the entertainment industry quite early, landing modeling gigs at age 3. Her first TV role was in Dr. Kildare, a medical drama, but her big break was playing Wednesday Addams, and she was able to parlay that success into more roles, including in The Girl from U.N.C.L.E. and The Pruitts of Southampton. She then took on a recurring part in the classic soap As the World Turns. Later on, she shifted into playing roles in 1980s slasher films like Savage Harbor and Blood Frenzy. She died of a stroke January 28, 2023, at age 64. Annie Wersching. Finally, there's the tragic death of actress Annie Wersching, who died at only 45 years old in January. She battled cancer since her 2020 diagnosis, but ultimately passed away on January 29th. Wersching was best known for playing parts in the hit shows Bosch, 24, and Timeless. Originally from St. Louis, Wersching managed to make a name for herself despite dying so young. Her first big role was on General Hospital, playing the role of Amelia Jaffe. Then she began her tenure on 24, joining the show for the 7th and 8th seasons. She parlayed that success into roles in shows like Extant, Timeless, The Rookie, The Vampire Diaries, and Bosch. She also voiced and did motion capture for the character Tess in the video game The Last of Us. This was in 2012, but with the recent TV drama release based on the game, fans have begun to reminisce about Wersching's powerful performance in the game. She was married to fellow actor Stephen Full. They have 3 sons, all of whom survived their mother. She chose to keep her diagnosis and failing health private, so it certainly came as a shock to fans and those outside her innermost circle when she passed. Now it's time to hear from you. What are your favorite memories of these stars who all passed away in January of 2023? Let us know in the comments section below.